everybody, and welcome to the Tech Talk Tuesday show. I'm your host, Amanda McCullough at NSWC Crane. Today, I am so glad to welcome Mr. James Wilson to our show. He has over 35 years of experience at the United States Patent and Trademark Office. In today's episode, we're going to be learning a little bit about the USPTO and some of their incredible outreach programs that can impact you as a business owner, or in their K through 12 programs for academic partnerships. James, welcome to the show. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to be here, Amanda. It's been great to be here at Crane, and I'm looking forward to the questions that you're going to ask.
All right. Well, we always start our show with a little icebreaker question, just so we can get to know you better and start our show off that way. So if you would do me a favor, your icebreaker question is, what is one non-work related goal you would like to achieve in the next 5 years?
One non-related workplace goal would be to retire and discover those things that will make my life better for the rest of my life. So that's the goal. The goal is to, within the next 5 years, probably retire and to refire some of the passionate things that I love and some of the things that I think that I would want to do after I'm done working here at this fabulous agency.
That's very cool. All your hobbies or traveling or anything?
I love to travel, but I'm a writer.
Oh, very cool.
And I love to engage young minds. So I'm a coach, and I differentiate coaching from mentoring. Mentoring is that long-term relationship. Mm-hmm. I like to catch young people as they're transitioning from high school to college and to discuss with them all the possibilities that are available to them. So I'm looking forward to potentially moving into that realm in some way, shape, or form after I retire.
That's
in the
awesome.
Next 5 years.
Yeah, in the next 5 years. Congratulations, by the way. Yeah, and that's awesome because that's a really that's a pivotal time period of your life.
Absolutely.
That's a really good opportunity for someone to have that coach with them alongside them and just help them through that next stage. So that's awesome. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what the USPTO, United States Patent and Trademark Office is, because we might have some viewers on the show that this is the first time they're hearing about this office. So can you just tell us a little bit about what the USPTO is?
Absolutely. The United States Patent and Trademark Office is an agency in the Department of Commerce, and its main purpose is granting patents and registering trademarks. The agency is unique in that it operates solely on fees collected by our users and not on taxpayers' money. Like a business, the USPTO receives requests for services, and that's patent and trademark examination, and charges fees projected to cover the cost of performing those services.
Very cool. So we're going to dive in a little bit deeper into what specific, programs you guys offer. But can you just give me an overview about, high level, about your entrepreneurship programs and, how that is beneficial for maybe a new business owner or even a seasoned, business owner?
Well, that's a great question. And we have quite a few programs that are directed to new and seasoned entrepreneurs. And most of our programs are able to meet entrepreneurs where they are. So the first one that I'd like to talk about is the Inventors Assistance Center. The USPTO's Inventors Assistance Center provides free one-on-one assistance to inventors and entrepreneurs who have questions regarding patents and patent processing. They offer guidance in understanding patent searching, filing, and prosecution. Another one is our patent pro bono program. We have this program that connects financially under-resourced inventors and small businesses with volunteer patent attorneys who provide pro bono free legal assistance to filing patent applications and related matters. Another caveat or another program that we have are PTRCs, Patent and Trademark Resource Centers. And the USPTO collaborates with various public, state, and academic libraries across the country to establish these PTRCs where information can be shared with the public on patent and trademark matters. We have inventors conferences that we engage in. The USPTO organizes regional Inventors Conferences, which are 2-day events held across the United States. These conferences feature educational sessions, panel discussions, and networking opportunities for inventors, entrepreneurs, and intellectual property experts. Webinars and online training. We provide the type of training that offers a range of information and resources to educate entrepreneurs about intellectual property and the patenting process. Patents and partnerships. This initiative is a searchable online marketplace that allows inventors and entrepreneurs to showcase their patent technologies available for licensing or commercialization. Startup partnership programs. The USPTO Startup Partnership Program provides support to startups and small businesses in understanding intellectual property rights. Women's Entrepreneurship Symposium. We organize symposiums focused on empowering and supporting women entrepreneurs. These events provide resources, training, and networking opportunities to help women succeed in their business ventures. The last one that I will focus in on is the Small Business Innovation Research and Small Business Technology Transfer Programs. The USPTO works with other federal agencies to provide funding opportunities and support for small businesses engaged in research and development. These outreach initiatives aim to provide educational resources, assistance, and networking opportunities to new entrepreneurs and inventors, helping them negotiate the intellectual property landscape and protect their innovations.
That's incredible. That's a very long list of awesome opportunities that you guys have. So I understand, too, that you have some specific programs for veterans. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I can, even though I'm not a veteran, and I want to say to all of the vets, thank you for your service. We have incredible programs, and we pay close attention to veterans at the United States Patent and Trademark Office. We have a Veterans Pro Bono program. It connects low-income veterans with volunteer attorneys who provide free legal assistance for filing patent applications and related matters. It helps veterans protect their inventions and innovations. We have a Veterans Legal Clinic. The USPTO collaborates with various law schools to establish veteran legal clinics. These clinics provide legal services, including intellectual property advice and assistance to veterans who are starting or running their own businesses. We have a Veterans Entrepreneurship Training Program. The USPTO partners with other organizations to offer entrepreneurship training programs specifically designed for veterans. The programs provide education and resources to help veterans start and grow their own businesses, including information on intellectual property protection. We have a Veterans Employment and Training Services program, and it's called VETS. The USPTO collaborates with the United States Department of Labor's VETS program to provide employment and training services to veterans. These services include job placement assistance and resources for veterans interested in entrepreneurship and innovation. We also engage with the Veterans Affairs Partnership. The USPTO works closely with the Department of Veteran Affairs to raise awareness about intellectual property protection and the resources available to veterans. These resources and initiatives aim to provide veterans with the necessary tools, support, and guidance to protect their innovative ideas and succeed as entrepreneurs.
So, James, are these resources just available for veterans?
Absolutely not. They're also available to military spouses, members of the family, and the military community as a whole. So we don't want to give the impression that the entire military complex isn't taken care of by the resources that we provide. We are reaching out to military families, and we look to provide resources for everyone that's involved in the military. They could even be active duty in the military and have an additional job. So we want to just make sure that we are inclusive with regard to helping vets and military families. with the resources that we provide.
That's incredible. Very cool. Okay. So I heard you mention earlier about women in entrepreneurship programs. Can you kind of unpack that a little bit more just to kind of give our audience some more perspective on that?
Sure, I can. The Women's Entrepreneur Program also provides for collaboration and partnerships. The USPTO collaborates with various organizations and government agencies to provide additional resources and to support women entrepreneurs. These collaborations help create a supportive ecosystem and provide access to funding, business development programs, and other opportunities. The USPTO Women's Entrepreneurship Program is dedicated to providing women entrepreneurs with knowledge, tools, and networks necessary to succeed in their ventures. It aims to address the unique challenges faced by women in entrepreneurship and foster a supportive environment for their growth and their success.
Very cool. Thank you for unpacking that for us. So this morning, you guys came for the tour and all that, and you've got tours playing this afternoon, and we saw all the kiddos hop off the school bus to go to our STEM program, and you guys thought that was so cool. So tell us a little bit about the USPTO STEM program, and it was I think it's super cool that you guys got to connect with our STEM coordinator during lunch and all that stuff. But tell us a little bit about the K through 12 program for folks that are watching.
We have an amazing group of individuals in the Office of Education who work with our K through 12 students. And one of the things that they are known for is the National Summer Teachers Institute. So it's about pouring into the kiddos, as you call them. The NSTI, or National Summer Teachers Institute, is a week-long training program for K through 12 teachers that provides them with the knowledge and tools to integrate intellectual property concepts into their curriculum. Teachers learn about patents, trademarks, copyrights, and the innovation process, enabling them to educate and inspire their students about the importance and the significance of intellectual property. The National Inventors Hall of Fame STEM programs. The USPTO partners with the National Inventors Hall of Fame, or NIHF, to offer STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, educational programs for students. These programs, such as Camp Invention and Invention Convention projects, provide hands-on learning experiences, encouraging creativity and problem-solving skills to be developed, and it introduces students to the world of inventing and intellectual property.
Wow.
Patent and trademark resource centers, which I mentioned earlier, are libraries throughout the country affiliated with institutions and universities, and they are usually available to young people, and they have young people's programming K through 12 to help expand their understanding and their knowledge in a library setting about intellectual property. And then there's STEM outreach that we engage in. We actively engage in STEM outreach activities such as participating in science fairs, robotics competitions, and other student events that also include Girl Scouts. Through these initiatives and engagements, the USPTO promotes the importance of intellectual property in STEM fields and encourages young students to explore innovation and entrepreneurship. And then we have Kids Inventors Day at the United States Patent and Trademark Office.
That's a fun day.
On January the 17th, which is the day I started. That's the date.
Oh, wow.
I started at the USPTO back in 1989. The birthday of Benjamin Franklin. And this day is dedicated to honoring young inventors and encouraging creativity and innovation among students. The USPTO organizes events and activities to inspire and recognize the inventive spirit of young minds. These initiatives by the USPTO aim to foster a culture of innovation, creativity, and intellectual property awareness among K through 12 students. They encourage students to explore their potential as inventors, entrepreneurs, and problem solvers, and provide educators with the tools and resources to promote intellectual property education in the classroom.
That's very cool. So as you were talking about that, Crane actually does a summer camp that we get to help with where I'll come and like present to the kids and show them like, hey, what's a patent, and bring a patent and show them, you know,
wow.
and so it's really cool. Like I totally, you know, I'm hearing you out when you're talking about how it sparks their interest, and because, you know, they don't know anything about that, you know, and so that goes right along with STEM, and they get to sit there and we ask them, you know, hey, could you come up with new ideas for this invention, you know, that you've never thought of before, and it really is fascinating to see their wheels turn and just, oh, I can make anything with this, you know, like what else could I invent, and how am I going to market this in my business plan? So I think it's phenomenal that you guys have those programs, and it's so exciting. It's one of my favorite things that I do at our job here at Crane, you know, when we get to go talk to those students for the week. So it's just phenomenal. I think it's awesome that you guys are doing it. I can't wait to see, you know, how we can learn from the programs and all that stuff that you guys are doing. One question that I also wanted to ask too, because I know this is on everybody's mind. You're talking about all these incredible programs, all these ways they can get involved. How do they, you know who to contact or reach out to kind of learn more about these programs as they have additional questions, or, you know about dates of conferences and stuff like that to get involved with?
Well, I want to invite anyone under the sound of my voice or anybody watching this to reach out to the Elijah J. McCoy Midwest Regional Office in Detroit. We are the first satellite office, and we are a regional office now, and we serve as a hub for innovation and intellectual property resources in the entire Midwest region. And the Midwest region that we cover includes Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, and Kentucky. And we're available to provide, you talked about the event that you have here with the children. Please reach out to us so that we can provide you with as much information and as many resources as we can provide you that would make it as interesting and as cool as possible. We have inventor trading cards. We have activities where kids build flashlights and learn about, electricity and things like that. And these are resources that we can provide you, and they're free to you. And so we want to make sure that we're supporting you and giving you resources to help you do exactly what we do. Because as we work together, we can work synergistically, and it can be more than an additive effect. It can be greater.
Absolutely.
So that's a great thing, having the opportunity to be able to do that. We have patent, trademark, and assistance centers, and the Patent, Trademark, and Assistance Center is located in Alexandria. It's at our headquarters. But you can reach out to us and we can connect you with them. And they offer guidance on patent and trademark processes. They conduct preliminary patent and trademark searches and help individuals navigate the USPTO's online filing system. So these are the Patent and Trademark Assistance Centers. So there's an assistance center for patents, and there's a separate assistance center for trademarks. Workshops and training programs are the hallmark of what we do. We regularly organize workshops, seminars, and training programs on intellectual property topics. These events provide valuable insights into patent and trademark filing strategies, intellectual property protection, and commercialization of innovations. They also cover important aspects of the patent examination process and trademark registration. We have resources for inventors and entrepreneurs. We have websites that provide free services that are available to the public that you can tap into. I'll make those websites available to you so that you can post those and provide those to your listeners. And we have regional expertise. The Midwest Regional Office has a team of experts who are knowledgeable about unique challenges and opportunities specific to the Midwest region. And we're available to you to provide that expertise upon request. These resources offered through the Elijah J. McCoy Midwest Regional Office of the United States Patent and Trademark Office play a crucial role in supporting inventors, entrepreneurs, and small businesses in the Midwest. They provide guidance, training, and access to tools and databases necessary for intellectual property protection and commercialization.
Wow. So to kind of wrap us up here, I love asking this question because I love hearing the answers that I get from all the folks that we interview. Why are you so passionate about the USPTO's entrepreneurship programs, K through 12 programs, all the things that you've talked about today? What has made you so passionate about, all those programs that you guys offer and getting to work at the USPTO?
Prior to working at the USPTO, that's a question that almost could make somebody emotional.
Yep.
To have been at a job for 35 plus years, there had to have been something there that I liked.
Yep.
Otherwise, I would have moved on, changed careers, or done something else. It was the quality of the individuals who I engaged with when I first got to the USPTO. I was told that excellence was something to be embraced, and that, don't just settle for getting the job done and doing a bad job. At some point in time, you may progress enough in the office to sign your name to a patent application. And to me, my name means something. And I want my name to mean something. I've signed thousands of patents, thousands. And it's awe-inspiring to think that some of those patents have been commercialized. I tell the story of having been married for a year, and my wife comes home, and I'm sitting on the sofa, and I'm sitting there in the dark, and I'm like sobbing. And she's like, "Oh God, I married a weirdo. This strange guy sitting here in the dark crying. What's wrong with you?" And then, I had cut the lights out just to rest a little bit. And I cut the light on, and I showed her a drug for treating HIV in a magazine that was a drug that I had worked on and that I had issued the patent for.
Wow.
And it hit me then. I guess I had been an examiner for 8 years or 9 years at that point in time. And it hit me then that what I do makes such a difference in the lives of other people. That not only are we driving the economy and moving the business of the economy of the United States forward, but we also could be saving lives, making life better for all Americans. And to think that I'm a part of that, and I'm a part of that team, that's part of what drives me and what drives my passion. Now, the organization has been rated as one of the best places in the government to work. And I have reaped the benefits of being there for all of these years. And it's just been a joy to engage with people who are like-minded and who have the same goals and are pulling in the same direction that I'm pulling in. So thank you so much for asking that question. I really appreciate it. And this has been a pleasure to share this information with you, Amanda. And I want to thank you and your listeners for this opportunity to share this information about the United States Patent and Trademark Office, and specifically the Elijah J. McCoy Midwest Regional Office, which services the fabulous state of Indiana.
Well, it has been such a joy for us to have you on the podcast, James. Very humble, and I really am just so glad that that you guys were able to participate today with us and be on the show and get to just share with some of our listeners about all the incredible programs that you guys offer, because I think that will really be able to benefit them if they do some serious research into that and get plugged in with what you guys have going on. So thank you so much for joining us. To all of our viewers out there, this episode is a wrap. Don't forget that you can listen to our other episodes wherever you listen to your podcasts on demand. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. Happy Tuesday, everybody.